Eric Stromp was here, and I tell you what, with all this great technology we're talking about, man, if you don't take into account the human factor, and if people aren't happy with it, they just don't use it. So Julie, tell me your title, please.
Julie Miner. I am the Real Estate Americas Advisory Lead for CohnReznick.
I tell you what, I'm fascinated by what you guys got going on here. Tell our community a little bit about what you guys are up to.
Yeah, the way we see it, we are an advisory firm, been around for over a decade around this, and for us, this is more about the experience, right? We're moving from space occupancy to space utilization, but now we're starting to evolve and move into the space experience. And it's all about building a community, right? And finding common interest and bringing people together. Technology in and of itself is just a tool, right? It's neither good nor bad, just like money is not good or bad, it's what you use it for. And so really we see a lot of opportunity to revolutionize the industry with respect to technology and how it can be utilized.
Well, wonderful. Well, let's talk a little bit about how you create a great experience in a building when you guys approach it.
Yeah, when you think about it, right, I for the first time went to a hotel and I checked in without ever talking to a human being, right? Now that's ways to actually enable technology to where it can unlock doors and it can unlock your hotel room. You can check out automated, but you still can have the customer experience where someone's calling you and saying, how is your experience and what else can we do for you? So when you think about that experience, people are looking for convenience. I've got 2 kids and I'm looking for something sometimes to be delivered to me, right? And I'm looking for something that I want then and now. So there's ways that you can take advantage of that, but not lose the human factor, right? And to be able to engage where the value is meaningful and not where you're just taking advantage and you need somebody there to take a credit card or, have a conversation.
No, absolutely. And I think the fact you've been doing it for 10 years, and I just got to ask you, because it seems like maybe 10 years ago, something like that was it was like a differentiator, right? It was like, it was really cool. They had the cool factor. True or not, is it almost now becoming an expectation? If you don't have this, it's expected now?
It's really getting there. I got to say that as things have evolved, the dynamic here is that people have really needed to put the tools and the systems in place and to have the infrastructure in place to be able to capitalize on something like this, right? Whether you're dealing with retail space, whether you're dealing with office space, industrial space, right? With drone deliveries to office buildings or retail, right? We're handling, and those are our customers, the large tier ones, the middle market players. We don't differentiate, right? Because everybody needs the advice and the innovation that an advisor can provide them.
Very, very cool. So walk me through the process. I've got a building. I saw you on this interview and I said, they're on to something here. My tenants are not having a great customer experience. So we get a hold of you, what happens next?
So please, www.CohnReznick.com. We have been around. We're the same folks with NOI strategies that everybody know and love that have been in this industry, that have grown up in this industry. And, just it's having a conversation and it's building a relationship. This is while we're implementing technology, right? This is still about the relationship building to be able to bridge the gap and to help partner with one another to build something for your organization.
Very cool. So, do you find the needs for somebody that's, a young millennial like me versus an old guy like Ken, are they different? Do you find that you have to sort of take into account differences in generations?
Well, I definitely think that companies are having to do that, right? They're having to rethink. First of all, it's taking all of the institutional knowledge and wisdom that comes with those that are a little bit more mature versus the millennials that have a new and fresh perspective and that can actually pull out an app and sometimes do things even quicker than some of the rest of us can. So I think it's being able to bridge that gap a little bit with one another to actually be able to build something for the future, right? But yeah, there's definite change management that comes with any of these solutions.
So you kind of work with the leadership team or to get everybody involved, or you get everybody involved and sort of figure out what's next, or?
Yeah, like as part of these projects take place, you typically have stakeholders that are included in the project teams. You definitely have the executives because it needs to be a sponsored project with the appropriate priority and resources given to it. And then from that, it's a matter of collaborating and working together.
Very cool. Well, I am so curious because I love crayons because I'm a millennial, and this just looks so cool behind us. Can you tell us what this is all about?
Yeah, so our space is designed to more emulate the community experience, right, and space experience that whether it's WeWorks or other companies out there that are leading in this space, providing, right? It's not about coming in and just renting space anymore. It's about the experience that you actually are able to get with that, whether it is like knowing my drink, right? Or being able to store my bike, or being able to actually know what my personal needs and interests are. So we're trying to create that environment in a fun and hip kind of way. And we've got a coloring wall on the back.
Okay, so, and then here's Ken Smyers. He's taking a nap right here, right?
He's totally taking a nap. I'm going to bend down here because it's driving by itself. And so this is just a place and a component where people are taking a different back seat, if you will, right, to some of the things that they traditionally have done, just so that they can relax, right, or they can kick back, or maybe they can actually work harder. Who the heck knows what they need to do to be able to enjoy this in a automated car.
Very, very cool. This is awesome. Okay, Julie, I got to tell you, man, I want your crayons. I'm not giving the crayons back.
You can have certain versions of them, but I want to make sure we have a very colorful wall, so I'll give them to you afterwards.
All right, that sounds like a plan. Well, listen, I am pumped up about this. How do people get a hold of you, and what's the best website, and what do they do?
All right, so we are at www.CohnReznick.com, and that is up above. We are a division, NOI Strategies with CohnReznick, but you can locate us there on our website, and we'll be happy to take any information that you can provide us and collaborate with you.
And if you have a wall, I'm keeping the crayons. Thanks, Julie.
Thanks.